Hey, look here.
To the farm. Gremory. I like our coloring. Oh, all of these are ready day. Muck Carquinos is done. Turtle. Okay, everything else. Okay, the salamads are ready to be harvested. He's so tidy. Look at him. Why is he so tidy? Oh my gosh. They're so cute. Okay. I am going to go ahead and kill all of the soil. And then we're gonna go turn in our quests, get as much sand as we can, and then hopefully be able to buy some skills. I don't know what all I'm going to plant. Definitely the familiars. So that we can get their next form as well. Dude, so much tilling. I need to hire someone to do my tilling for me. Make sure we have enough to water the things we've already planted. Sure. Okay, this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's 9 spots. Well. That is the perfect number based on how many evolution things I have. Beta familiar. Okay. I can only water 17 more things. Okay, I for sure want to plant the 2 Fenrirs. Everything else is kind of whatever. Let's see. What else would I even need? I don't think I really need anything right now. That's not what I want. I do need a bunch of these. Let's plant Garuda. Let's just plant random crap. I'm sure I'll need their drops eventually. Might as well. Alright, everything should be watered and good to go. I want to turn in the quests before we do looking at research notes. Trials. Here you go. Nice one. See, training's really paying off. Thank you. Elemental Spirit, who cares about health.
See you later.
Those are both for Farmagia.
Hello.
Here you go.
Pat.
I want to show my gratitude for everything you do. Let me fuss over you. Start. You get sand when you give gifts to them and they're already maxed out. That's how you get sand. I getcha.
Cool.
Okay. Pass the trial just for me. Thank you. That makes sense. Let me tell you a story. Oh dear God, what weird fairy tales are we gonna listen to today?
I'm back.
Took you long enough, 1010. I've got more stories to tell you. You brought lunch with you, right?
Huh? No, it's right here. Don't worry.
Cool. I get to eat again.
She cares about boxed lunch more than her stories now.
That food was strange, but delicious.
Those were grilled fish skewers.
So, what kind of story you got for me today?
Depends on what kind of story you want to hear.
Let's say a pleasant story.
A pleasant story.
You heard the ones about Little Blue Riding Hood and the tourneys, right? I'll tell you another where somebody gets rescued.
Hold on a minute. There's no bloodshed in this one, is there? I just want a nice, gentle, happy fairy tale.
Fine. Here's one. It's about a mother's strength.
See? Now that sounds nice.
Oh no.
As long as there are no wolves.
Parents make
Oh,
fairy
no.
tales to tell their kids at night, 1010. Of course, there's one about love.
Ah, right. Parents.
What's wrong?
10 doesn't have any parents.
I see. Then this one about motherly love will be perfect. The Wolf and the 7 Young Ribbits.
I said no wolves!
Doesn't sound like a story about a mom to me.
Relax, she's in the story. Once upon a time, 7 ribbits lived together with their mother.
Here we go.
One day, the mother had to go out and leave her children at home. Listen, children, the big bad wolf will come pretending to be me. Don't be fooled.
I'm getting a bad feeling about this. Also, I do not know what fairy tale this is based off of.
I'm already getting a bad feeling about this.
Don't worry, this is just the intro.
Wanna bet? Let me guess. This is where the wolf comes in, right?
Anyway, the 7 ribbits agreed to look after the house while she was gone. After a while, the wolf came and knocked on the door. Open up, children. It's me, your mother. No, you're not. Our mother
Your
doesn't have such a
mother.
raspy voice.
At least these ribbits are smarter than Little Blue Riding Hood.
She couldn't even remember what her grandma sounded like.
Andina's eyes are making me think this story might have a turn. What if it is their mother, and because they don't open the door to their mother, she dies?
And so, the wolf went to an apothecary and drank some of their honey.
Why?
Because the ribbit said its voice was too raspy, so it tried to make its voice sweeter.
I don't think that's how any of this works.
Ahem, ahem. The wolf cleared its throat. Open
you don't
up,
know that.
children. It's me,
You
your
can't
mother.
prove that.
No, you're not. Our mother has a long tongue.
They're already over the whole voice thing.
Well, the wolf can't make its tongue longer.
So, the wolf went and bought a sausage from the butcher,
Why?
so that it could put the sausage in its mouth and pretend it was a long tongue. Duh.
Why didn't it just buy the sausage, eat it, and go home?
Open up, children.
That would make too much
it's
sense.
me, your mother. Look at my long tongue. With this, the ribbit children were fooled and opened the door.
Unbelievable.
Oh my gosh.
The children ran to hide as soon as they saw the wolf before them. On top of a desk, on a chair, on a bed, on a bookshelf, on a sofa, on a wash basin.
In plain sight? That's not even hiding!
What
I mean,
good
they're
is it
clearly
to
not
stand
that
atop
smart.
a stupid desk.
Where do you think they should have hidden?
Okay. So they started off by saying that wasn't their mother's voice. Then they got to that their mother's tongue was long, which you would only be able to see if you could look at it, right? So they could see the wolf out like the window through a peephole, through something, to see that the wolf didn't have a long tongue, right? And then the wolf comes back and it's like, yo, I do have a long tongue. Are they just taking it at its word? Or like, are they looking out the window? Like, I can see you have a long tongue. Like, it bought a sausage to pretend it had a long tongue. So clearly they have to be looking at the tongue, right? Like, or the wolf could have just not wasted its money on buying the sausage and it could have just lied and been like, yo, I do have a long tongue. What are you on about? So they could see it. But then they open the door and they're like, oh my gosh, it's the wolf. Yeah, duh. You could see that it was the wolf from outside when you were still looking at its tongue. Like, were you so distracted by its freak sausage tongue that you're like, oh, that's not the wolf. The wolf wouldn't be so crazy as to pretend a sausage was its tongue. Like, their mother raised some interesting children. Where do you think they should have hidden? Inside a clock. They should poke their heads out of the wall. They should use camouflage. That's a thing that ribbits can do, don't you know?
What do you mean?
What do I mean?
Ribbits can change color to match their surroundings.
Can they?
That way they can still hide even if they're on top of a desk or whatever.
Oh, that's uncharacteristically smart of you, Ten.
Well, Tintin is a monster expert. I'm not in the least surprised. However, that's not how the story goes.
Yeah.
Of course it isn't.
One by one, the wolf ate the ribbit children.
I asked for a pleasant story. This is not pleasant.
Once it was full, it sat in the shade and took a nap. That's when the mother returned home. The house was a terrible mess. She noticed one of her children was hiding in the grandfather clock.
At least one of them managed to actually hide.
The child told the mother what had happened. Sobbing, she grabbed some scissors and thread and leapt outside.
What's she gonna do with a sewing kit?
Now for the good part. The mother ribbit spotted the wolf slumbering in the shade. She cut open its belly with the scissors and rescued all her children.
Does no one in the fairy tale world chew their food? Real question.
Oh, this again?
Can this stop being a theme?
All of the children were saved. That's the power of motherly love.
No, that's the power of scissors and other people failing to chew their food.
I was so grossed out by the belly stuff, I stopped listening.
That was the very end. There was nothing to stop listening to. That was literally the end.
In the end, the mother fills the wolf's belly with rocks and sews it up.
Oh my god, why?
Again with the rocks, too?
Whoever wrote these really hates wolves.
The wolf falls into the river and drowns. Love wins.
I thought this story was supposed to be about a nice, kind mom.
Yeah, she ended up being just as scary as the wolf.
So, what did you think of today's story?
I am so confused. What do you have against wolves? Why do all of your stories involve cutting open a belly? What do you have against wolves?
What do you have against the wolves?
Chill. A lot of fairy tales involve wolves eating other characters. I just like the idea of saving someone who is eaten.
What an interesting take on a savior complex. Specifically saving people who were eaten. Not just saving people, she has to take it a step further.
But you just ate an animal yourself. The lunch I made had fish in it.
Maybe the fish mother is gonna come cut open her belly.
That's the circle of life. The ones I want to save have been eaten in a more unusual manner.
Are you talking about feeding?
Yeah, souls that have been ensnared.
Oh.
I wanted to read some books and find a way to help them, but that's not so easy for me.
I'm intrigued.
What makes you say that? You know so many stories.
I can read, but I can't hold books. Being the elemental spirit of water, I have the power to purify any liquid. When I hold a book, I accidentally purify the ink, making all the words and pictures disappear. I can't use ink to write by myself either.
Who turns pages for you?
Well, then how do you read your fairy tales?
I told you before, clairvoyance. Do you know what that is, 1010?
You can see far. These are both dumb. I'm going with
That
this
you
one.
can see far, right?
Right. I can see really far, but I can't see through objects, so my view has to be clear. Anyway, clairvoyance is like if your eyes popped out of your head and watched from above.
That's a horrifying image.
Is it? Have you ever looked in the mirror?
I can only see from afar. I can't hold a book, let alone turn the pages. That's how I sneak a peek whenever I see someone else reading.
Sounds pretty convoluted. Can't you stop your powers from messing with the ink?
It's such a subconscious action that I can't restrain it.
I could do it for you.
I could do it for you.
What?
I could hold the book and turn the pages. I could even write for you.
Cool. That's a nice thought. I'd prefer to read by myself, though, so I can concentrate. Not sure I could do that if you were staring at me the whole time.
Fair enough.
Anyway, let's talk about this another time. Cool of you for coming. Come back and I'll tell you another fairy tale.
Okay. I hope it's one without any wolves.
And I hope nobody's belly gets cut open.
I'll think about it. See you next time, 1010.
Teardrop of the Water Goddess.
Hey,
Something without wolves. Are there any good stories without wolves? What about the boy who cried wolf? No, wait. I'll have to change that part.
Oh.
Oh, and an actual wolf shows up at the end, too. I've been using my clairvoyance powers too much recently. I just wanted to find a new story to tell you. I'm even more in love with stories than before. Come listen to one sometime. All right, I've done this for you. You're welcome. I've done this as well. Thank you. Success.
See you around.
Okay. We're getting places. What do I want? Our monsters are coming along. I really want to switch up the team, but that requires these to have, like, grown. Let's look at research notes. We should be able to buy some stuff. What's this? Griffey type skills. Just requires an evil tortoise shell. We'll buy that. This one is Griffey and it uses sand. I do want to start using the Griffies. Familiars. This is for Salamads. I might buy this as well. And he has all types fairy skills. Okay, yeah, let's go ahead and buy the Salamads. I want this as well. What does this cost? Sand? He has this familiar type. Don't care. This just costs points. Allows discovery of fairies with team Farmagia skills Indomitable Zeal. I don't know what that means, but I'll go ahead and take it. This just uses flowers. All fairy skills leveled up. This one... Parky. This one just uses flowers. What's this one do? That uses sand. Turnies. Okay, I don't care about that. To tie you tail feather. Armor fragment. Or hot look. Sun lamp. I don't really want to buy anything else. I'm buying this. Okay, this would be for familiars. This is for griffies, and it uses sand. But I want it. But I want it. Unlock that. Might as well take this. This one also only uses feathers. I can buy flowers. I meant to say flowers. I can just buy those. So that's fine. We're getting there. Slowly but surely. Okay, I think that is as good a time as any to call it a day though. We didn't get like a crap ton of story content done, but we did a bunch of quests. We got a lot of elemental spirit stuff done today, so I'm very happy with that progress. Next time we should have the elevated forms of some more of our battle buddies, so we can switch up the team, start using different battle buddies, because as much as I like these battle buddies, I do want to see what else exists. I'm not super tied to the Fang or the Arky. I do really like what the Ribbits and the Toytans can do though, so I'm less inclined to switch those out, but I do at least want to see what everything can do. All right, but that is going to be it for the day. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.